Henshaws, daily living.
Welcome to Henshaws Knowledge Village. Today I'm with Chris, the blind woodturner. I'm in his lovely house, but I'm going to go to his lovely workshop. So tell me about it, Chris.
Well, let's start off. I am the country's only totally blind professional sponsored woodturner.
Fantastic.
And I have lots and lots of great fun, and you are here today to see, I think, how technology is used both in my everyday life, but more importantly, in the workshop. In the workshop, I use the talking spirit level, which I find invaluable in certain circumstances, and also I have a talking tape measure. I have a pen friend which reads self-adhesive labels with a unique code, and you can record messages on. It's using those pieces of technology every day that help me retain a certain level of independence and assist me in becoming, a professional woodturner.
Chris, can I ask, are you totally blind?
Yeah, I'm totally blind. I have no vision at all. It was nearly 11 years ago, October 2008, I woke up with really blurred eyesight. I went to the optometrist and he said, you need to go to the eye hospital straight away because your eyes are non-responsive and swollen at the back. Went there, cut a long story short, 4 weeks later I was totally blind due to toxoplasmosis, which had caused irreparable damage to my retinas. The first year I was okay, and you're busy with the rehabilitation and sensory teams and doing courses at college and things, but then a year after going blind I started suffering with very, very severe panic attacks, and it was just a horrible, horrible time. But I persevered and realised that I had to continue for the sake of my young son and my family. I like to tell people, there is hope, and please never give up, and always talk to people, and like Henshaws that offer so much great support and so many great services for people going through blindness and visual impairment. Don't do it on your own.
Listen, Chris, over to your right shoulder, I'm looking at some fantastic stuff. I'm assuming it's your gear.
It is, yeah. These are just a few of the items that I've turned recently, and being a woodturner, you can do what's called utilitarian turning. So you're making bowls and goblets that are functional and you can eat and drink out of. Yeah. But I'm going more towards wood turning art now because it has the sensory and the tactile element. So if I can just feel this item here. This is a piece that I did at a demonstration in North Wales. So this was done in front of an audience in a wood turning club, and it is power carved on the outside and then airbrushed, and using embellishing and gilting creams gave it almost an old medieval metal appearance. And
fantastic.
And my sort of like maker's mark, a little spiral in the base. So that's very tactile. And then because my family is of Danish descent and I love all things warrior and heavy metal.
Look a bit Viking, yeah?
Yeah, so this is my homage to probably one of the world's greatest woodturners and the greatest woodturning artist, Nick Agar, that did the original Viking bowl. This is my version. So heavily textured on the outside and on the rim and inside.
That's fantastic.
And I airbrushed the inside as well.
Wow.
So these are just an example of where my wood turning is going. Tactile, sensory, huge fun, gets the mental imagery going, and I'm very passionate about wood turning and everything that it's done for me, and hopefully where it's going to take me in the future.
So Chris, you're going to take me to your palace?
Yeah, I think we should get in there and show you how things work.
Yeah, well, let's do it then.
All right then.
Oh, I'm looking forward to this, mate.
Yeah, come inside. This is my office. Watch the step there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, Chris, what an incredible place it is.
Well, thank you very much.
Full of gear.
It is full of gear. I can't get much more in here now.
Oh, you have to knock into the house.
Yeah, get an extension maybe built on the back. But yeah, I've pretty much got everything that I need now to be a state-of-the-art, top-end professional woodturner's workshop.
Right, I've got to say, looks like a dangerous place for someone like me.
Yeah, it's very dangerous. It doesn't matter what disability you've got or if you're able-bodied. If you get complacent in here, the machinery can bite back very quickly and make life a whole lot more difficult for you.
Looks like every finger's got a place.
Yeah, well, you know the old adage, a place for everything and everything in its place. That is so true of how I have to work. And I know that a lot of blind people rely very heavily on routine and things put away. I will not let anybody tidy up in here at all. It takes me hours and hours to tidy up, but I have to put everything back to its default setting. You know, so this is its blind and visually impaired setting. I know where everything is. I have got this amazing memory. I can go to stuff very quickly, and being able to find things quickly and efficiently means I can get back on with the turning and the making, get the project out the door as quickly as I can, which is slower than a sighted craftsman, but I can get things out as quickly as I can, efficiently, and I can get paid for it. So it all really aids me being efficient and highly productive.
So Chris, show me your kit. What gear are you going to show me?
Well, we can start off with the talking tape measure. Okay. So I purchased this through the RNIB. And it's so handy for me when people commission a certain piece with specific dimensions and diameters and depths.
Got to get it right.
Got to get it right. So let's say somebody wanted a 10-inch fruit bowl.
12 and 3/16 inches, 10 and 13/16 inches.
Nice.
10 and 3/8.
So if you get roughly to 10 inches, and then I can just tweak it with some finishing cuts. But yeah, that works obviously for lengths, diameters, and even depths. So yeah, love it. It can store
1/16.
That'll turn off automatically as well to save the battery. And then if the batteries go, it takes the square, the rectangular ones. So it lasts quite a long time. But great, love it to bits.
So Chris, I can see that you've got some of your tools labelled up with the pen friend labels. So how does that kind of work?
Well, it's not to tell me what tool it is, because I can tell by touch what tool this is and the job that it does. The pen friend label on these, this happens to be what's called a spindle gouge, by the way. This is to tell me what jig settings I need for my sharpening system, so I can get the bevel, which is the angle here on the tip. I can get that bevel replicated every single time and get a razor sharp edge to the gouge. So would you like me to show you how it works?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, okay. So I've got the pen friend here. And it's like a little microphone built into the top. It has a little scanner on the bottom.
So we get that from the RNIB, can't you?
Yeah, you can get these from the RNIB, and yeah, just let them know. And obviously, if you're registered blind, you get the VAT knocked off too, which is cool.
Less than 20%, nice.
Yeah. So we just simply turn it on by the top button, and it will emit a tone to let me know that it's active. And then I just feel for the label with my finger.
255B.
So it said 255B, so I know that that is a jig setting of 2, a protrusion of 55 millimeters, and hole A on the turning setter. So with those 3 variables, I can sharpen this very quickly and efficiently.
And you were saying that you use the pen friend in the house as well. So they're about 100 quid-ish.
Yeah, I use it. Well, you can use these anywhere you like. Those labels, I've got a packet. I keep a packet of labels here in the workshop with me. You can get different sizes, obviously depending on the size. But these, I generally favour these little circles, these little dots, really. Stick them on anything, record a message. You will originally need a sighted person to say, you know, oh, you've stuck that on a tin of beans, or you've stuck that on a tin of chopped tomatoes. But once they've told you that and you've stuck that on, they never need to tell you again. It's got a huge storage capacity. Runs off just, I think, it's the AA batteries. Just takes 2 of them. Batteries last a long time. But indispensable. One of the greatest gadgets.
So we're going to talk about, was it the leveler?
Yes, we can talk about the leveler. So again, if you're losing your sight and you used to love tinkering and making things, and you were a keen DIYer, with this technology I'm showing you today, there is no need for you to give up tinkering. You know, this country is founded on men in sheds. So just because you're losing your sight doesn't mean that you can't stop going in your sheds and messing about. So what we're going to do now is I will set the app going. It's very quick and easy.
Weather. iPhone folder.
So just
compass.
It's part of the compass settings, and
horizontal level.
So it's here talking.
Degrees. -3 degrees.
So we can find out how straight and level this workbench is.
And it's green 0.
So
yeah.
-1 degree.
Brilliant.
So yeah, it's very accurate actually. And you certainly wouldn't be embarrassed to put a shelf up in your house using this. And yeah, love it. Easy to use. And as far as I'm aware, that was already built into my iPhone. It's not an app I've had to download. It was already built in. And as part of that, you get the compass as well. So if you're out and about and you needed to get your bearings, you're going for a walk, you can use the compass as well. That speaks to you. But the spirit level, it's a great app.
So you just got to keep on rocking, haven't you?
Got to keep on rocking, and you know, don't let your sight loss dictate to you how you want to live your life. Live your life on your own terms. And I've said before, you know, there are times where you're going to need support and help, and never be afraid to ask anybody. Reach out, get the help you need, and we can all crack on and start living more independently. But I would certainly say, you know, attempt as much as you can in your life.
Listen, you know, I've watched your videos on YouTube, love them, right? One of your videos, I'm going to level with you now. You ready?
Yeah.
One of your videos, you said, listen, if somebody gave me my eyesight back, I wouldn't want it.
Yeah.
Right? And do you know what? You know what I thought?
What? Right, okay.
I'm not having it.
Yeah.
But now I've met you.
Yeah.
I do believe it.
Yeah.
You're getting on with it, aren't you?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say something like that, you know, glibly. After going through all that anxiety and, you know, spending thousands of hours practicing and doing what I do, how I do it, this is who I'm meant to be. I am meant to be a blind artist and a blind craftsman. This really completes me, and it's very, very hard work, and it can be very frustrating at times.
Yeah.
But no, I genuinely do not want my eyesight back. I am happy with who I am, and I think I couldn't cope with getting my eyesight back.
Yeah. Mate, my arm's out and I want to shake it.
Cheers.
Right.
Thanks,
That's
buddy.
Brilliant.
Cheers.
Our videos are helping people across the world. If you found them useful, please donate on our website so we can keep making more videos like this in the future.
Henshaws, supporting people with sight loss and a range of other disabilities to go beyond expectations.